Hello my friends and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you like these videos, please click like and subscribe, and there's a bell on the right hand lower corner and that will let you know if you click it when I am uploading future videos. Today we're going to talk about how to conquer your finances. So I want you to really focus on these three piles and then pick either the first one, the second one, or the third one. And the links for the timestamps will be in the comments below. And without further ado, let's conquer your finances. For those of you who selected option number 1, your conquering begins now. Wow, you guys have a high potential. This is the 9 of Pentacles, and she reviews her finances very carefully. She's very patient. She doesn't take any unnecessary rash actions regarding her finances, and you can see that she likes to build her wealth slowly over time. She's got control over her desires. So for you guys who haven't conquered your finances, she's got control over her desires. See, the roses in the card are desires. And this is a 9 of Pentacles. And 9s are ending bad habits and going down. See the path down here outside the window? Going down a new path. So to conquer your finances, slow. Slow is the name of the game. Put some pennies in a penny jar. Start saving your change. Everything is done very slowly. She's not in a hurry. So if you're going to click and buy, don't click and buy. Wait a week, wait 2 weeks, wait until the desire to have whatever it is you think you're wanting goes away. So she's very patient. Now, you guys, because you have the World next to the 9 of Pentacles, if you guys conquer your finances, you'll not only be rich, you'll be wealthy. You'll be able to travel around the world. You'll be able to have a sense of freedom like you've never had before. So notice that she doesn't seem interested in purchasing things. She's interested in collecting money. This is like employees to her. And when she has to spend something, she's like, uh-oh, I have to spend something. Now I really have to think about this. How many of you do that? How many of you just click because something looks cool and you're going to buy it? Not her, not the 9 of Pentacles. And she's wealthy because she did pause and she doesn't emotionally spend. She's wealthy. Look at this. This is start watching what comes in and what goes out. And you need more balance in your life, and you need a lot of strength. Like the Justice is like having your own little court system in your own mind. So let's say that you're out there on some website and you just want to really click and buy something. She would pause. She would ask, is this a need or is this a want? Is this a basic need, food, water, shelter? Or is this something you just would make your life easier, or is just pretty, or something you want? And then the Justice would use discernment. She would use discernment and say, if I don't critically need this item right now, I would rather put the money away. Hide it. See the veil? Hide the money away. So the first thing that you guys need to do to conquer is, number 1, slow down your spending. Number 2, redefine what your freedom is. Because you might think your freedom is clicking in that moment and getting that item and then throwing it in the cupboard after you get tired of it. But this freedom of travel and having enough money to pay all your bills, true freedom is having a large bank account. And the Justice indicates that you have to start writing down every dime that comes in, every dime that goes out, so you can create a picture and be your own justice system. You're going to judge yourself every month how your finances are doing, and you guys have the potential for great wealth. So put a lot of effort into it, and you shall be wealthy with a capital W. For those of you who selected option number 2, your financial situation, you're a little bit secretive on how you handle your money. She is a little secret, and then you got the Moon there for emotional spending. So she's like, oh, it won't hurt to buy this, and I'll just buy this, and I'll just buy that. And also there's certain things that you spend your money on. So identify those triggers, you guys. What are your triggers? Is it books? Is it crystals? Is it rocks? Is it jewelry? Is it clothes? Figure out your triggers and then conquer one trigger at a time, very slowly. She does things very slowly. Now, you don't want to keep this a secret anymore, right? You don't want to keep it a secret. You want to say to yourself, hey, I think I might have an issue here with money. Now, for you guys, you might have to make some big change in your life. Like you might be stuck at a dead-end job that's never going to pay you anymore because you're too afraid to do something else. This is telling you to step out of the box and maybe look at all these other opportunities you have for wealth building. You could get a second job. You could ask for a raise. You could, there's people who make very little money who end up wealthy. Why? Because they stay within this boundary of what they will spend, right? They set a boundary. This is called a budget. They set a budget, they write it down, they've got the different categories. You could make it fun. You could put like clouds on your refrigerator and you could say, I'm not going to spend over, 110 on groceries every week. And then you could have fun getting creative. Coupons and sales. I mean, make it fun. And every week, reward yourself by not spending money, all right? You're not going to reward yourself by spending money. But the money that you save from meeting your goal every month, throw it into an investment. Put it away somewhere. Join a Christmas club and don't spend it on Christmas, right? So figure out if holidays, if you're spending too much at holidays, this is called secular spending. So for you guys, you've got to conquer like the holidays and overspending for people's gifts and things like that. And then look at this. You guys, this is amazing because you have got to come out and face your spending and then set a boundary and look at this. Financial stability. You guys are all out there for financial stability. This is the Knight of Pentacles. It doesn't get any more wonderful than that for your finances. But what's he doing? He's holding his money. He's holding on to his money. Do you see that? He's not buying more horses. He's not buying more pets. He's evaluating all of his finances like his business. Treat your personal life like a business. And so ask the business, who's yourself, hey, self business, is this a necessary expenditure? And how about if we bring a certain percent of our income and we just preserve it and put it away? So now some of you might have debt in here, might have debt that's out of control. Start with one thing. This says start with focus on one debt. Conquer that. But you guys are going to make it because the world and the Knight of Pentacles means that it's not going to take a whole lot of effort and you guys are going to conquer your finances. Those of you who selected option number 3, you're starting out with a little bit of a challenge here. But you know what? Not all challenges are bad. And 5s are about change and freedom. And so it might be that some of you guys out there thought, well, I only have to work part-time. And then look, I got all the afternoon to do all these things. That's going to catch up to you. And you're going to redefine that. Is it more important for me to work part-time or work multiple jobs where I'm never getting a pension plan and I'm never getting into a 401k? Is that really freedom for you? Is that really the way you want to live your life? This shows that what your spending habits are now, you can conquer them. This is a challenge, but you can do it. Now, because there's a group here, you might have a group effort. You might have a bunch of people have a contest. Hey, let's see who can have $1,000 in savings by this amount of time. And then have the contest winner, maybe everybody will throw $50 in the pot and the winner gets $150. Talk about motivation there. So it's like using groups. It can also be going to groups, So you guys, you really use money to create happiness for yourself. The sun is like happy. Oh, I'll just be happy if I have this new halter for my horse, or I have this flower arrangement, or I have, some big object that's a big ticket spender. So you're using money to buy your happiness. So some of you, to conquer your finances, you'll have to redefine what makes you happy and do things that don't cost money. So hiking, walking, going up and down the stairs, getting your body into shape, trying out new recipes for healthy eating. Take challenges, challenge yourself, and try to base your happiness on something else. Now, for those of you who chose option 3, this is a little bit of a troubling card because this means that you're not able to sleep at night because you're robbing Peter to pay Paul. In other words, you might even be having other credit cards that pay other credit cards, and you're in this endless horrible situation. So what this means is, yes, this card would link to this, that this is a challenge. You're going to meet it, but you might need someone to help you. You might go to a free, credit unions offer free financial advice. You might say, you know what, I need some help here. Where do I start? Because you're going to sleep better. When you get your finances turned around, you guys are going to sleep better. You're going to have peace of mind. But you guys have the most challenge of all of these 3 stacks, you guys have the most challenge on your finances. But you know what? The sun card's a good thing. It means you can make it. But you've got to start one step at a time. You've got to get a plan together. And this is a priest, so it might not that you're going to go to a priest, because I don't know that they know how to do finances, but this is a card about consulting someone with more wisdom than you have, okay? So consulting someone who's used to knowing how to pay off debt. So consult somebody, a financial advisor, and have them, or, start researching how to get out of a financial bind, and do it one step at a time. Follow a plan. If you are up to the challenge, you will conquer your finances here, because you've got the Sun card. But you can't create happiness out of spending, but you can create happiness out of saving. What if you did that? What if every time you stuck a dime in a jar, you just, screamed with joy, and another dime and another dime? If you did that every day for a year, you would have quite a sum of money by the end of the year. If you just kept throwing spare change, you might even get a second job and then devote all the money to going into savings. Or if you still have debt, put half your second job all on the debt, the other half in savings. So you're still surviving on the money that you have now, but the second job actually has a purpose, paying down your debt at the same time building your savings. You decide. You guys can conquer this. You've got to be up to meeting the challenge. And thank you very much for listening and joining my channel. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell.